Happy Monday, happy December, the first Christmas season, Charles. I know my kids are all pumped up. How about yours?
We do a little thing around the house, Elfie.
Yeah,
Have you heard of it?
So I think everybody does that.
The
now,
girls
right?
are going bonkers every time they wake up in the morning and see the elf in different spots. I love it. This is my favorite time of year, not just for sports because of the holiday season. I love hanging out with the family.
I agree.
Just chilling. It's fun. Yeah, and sports. That helps.
And that's what we do best is sports. Now we're talking 3 and out here, a little friendly debate between Charles and I, and I'm sure there's going to be debating. First topic though, high school recap. Why not? Semifinals throughout the state. I'm going to start from the very bottom up real quick, Charles. Estancia, the 6th seed, is going to take on the 1 seed Clayton. That in Estancia on Saturday. That's in the 3A championship. The 4A championship actually going to be played in Las Cruces, a neutral site, which is odd. This has never happened before since the NMAA has gone to who owes who type thing. So Las Cruces is going to host Ruidoso and Cobre. That's going to be the 4A state championship. And then in 5A, we talked about it before we went to break. Belen beat Centennial in a really tight one. Despite only 26 passing yards, they somehow get by Centennial. So the Eagles, because Artesia owes them, are going to host Artesia and the Bulldogs from the Wool Bowl in a fantastic finish. Defeat Goddard 42-41. Listen, Goddard scored with less than a minute left, and they went for 2 to try to win it. Did not get it. So I like it. Try to take down that number 1 seed. Your rivals with a 2-point conversion. I like the call, even though they didn't get it.
Yeah, you're on the road. It was a hostile environment. The crowd was going crazy. You know, they had the momentum going. Why not just say, hey, let's put all the marbles on the table right now and just go for it. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for them, but I still like the call. I know a lot of the fans probably don't like the call because you're saying, oh, we could have kicked the field goal, but you never know what's going to happen.
The momentum was with Goddard because they were 2 scores down going into the 4th quarter, but I think if we have the momentum, try to finish it off. There's a feeling there that Artesia was a little bit better, and they said, let's not push this game. We have a chance to go to the state title by 1 play. Let's do it. I like the call.
Well, and I thought Goddard was, you're looking ahead and you're saying, okay, you have Artesia. They were a powerhouse, a great team to watch play. You had Howling at quarterback, who was slinging it probably just as well as any quarterback that we have in this state. Wilkerson, a tremendous running back. He had over 190 yards, 3 touchdowns. So they had the weapons. So if you're Goddard, you're on the road, you're playing a team who marching up and down the field. There's no defense played in this game except until the end of the game. You have to say, let's take our chances getting these points now and getting out of Dodge. Didn't work out, but hey, it sets up this rematch. Belen and Artesia, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Belen lose to Artesia?
Bad. The very first game of the season, Artesia smashes Belen. Okay, so 41-14 was the score. Belen since then has been fantastic. With wins against Goddard, with wins twice against Centennial, the defending champs Farmington. I mean, they have really good wins on their resume. Belen has gotten better. It's obvious that they've gotten better.
Belen, the game against Centennial, they had, as you mentioned, I think 26 with rushing yards or whatnot. They had big plays on special teams, which helped out. A kickoff return by John Barba. Believe they had a long pass of 93 yards to Barba also. So they had big scoring plays, not sustained drives such as Artesia. So if you're Artesia, you're sitting back saying, hey, we whooped them again. We whooped them once, we can whoop them again.
This game's going to be played Friday night, 7 o'clock. You can go to ProViewNetworks.com and go to the NFHS network and sign up for that broadcast. We'll have it for you live, as we will all 4. You know I'm going to be at that 6A finals game. I'm also going to be at Estancia on Saturday, the Estancia and Clayton game on Saturday. So that one you could also check out everything via NFHS network, all live stream.
Awesome. Well, let's rock and roll. What else?
All right, well, we know the Rio Rancho Mayfield. We talked about that setup, and we're going to break down that game as this week goes. We know how big that is, but Rio Rancho dominates El Dorado, and Mayfield slips by La Cueva in a big one, and that puts these 2 teams together who have not played. We know the tradition with Coach Bradley. We know the non-tradition with Rio Rancho as they get to host the state championship.
Well, they
this
got a
is
home
the guy
game
right there, though.
But you get a home game. You have a plethora of weapons at your disposal if you're Eastern Brewer. So we're doing we're trying to break down film and how to stop them. You can't really break them down. You got Matt Jackson, Alvarado, Barreras, Patterson, Lujan. That's just it's too much. And
you're already giving your pick away?
I'm not giving my pick away because you know me, I like to go for the upsets. I like the underdog.
Okay.
So I don't know if you can consider Mayfield underdog considering they've been here before.
I think if there was a line on this, I think Rio Rancho would be favorable because of Mayfield's tradition. If this were in the Field of Dreams, I think Mayfield might be the favorite.
Yeah.
Maybe because Rio Rancho's hosting, they're the favorite. I don't know. We'll break that down more as things come. Let's transition now here on 3 and Out, and let's talk about how the Lobos finish off an up and down season, but we both agree, Charles, heading in the right direction. A win against Wyoming at home.
Yeah.
They get it done, and they did it with a defensive stand. Looked like the Wyoming Cowboys were going to punch it in to win and really put the Lobos down, but they get 2 wins in the Mountain West Conference. They were competitive in every game except Colorado State, which I can forgive because Colorado State is really good.
Really good team.
What do you think? It's a good finish for the Lobos.
No, I think it's a great finish. You get your first win at home. You get 2 Mountain West Conference wins, which is more than what you had the previous 5 or 6 seasons. And you played a style of game where I watched that game. I felt as if UNM was on defense the entire time. And when you go look at the stats, Wyoming had 90 snaps compared to UNM's 30, which, you know, on paper, you should lose that game.
Yes.
A lot of rush yards for UNM. They look really explosive. You know, the runs were there. Presley had another 100-yard game, over 1,000 for the year. Jordan looked impressive with the read option. They were tough in the trenches. Wyoming upset Air Force. Along the way they've had some wins. So
well,
that's
here's the
not
deal:
a bad
the Lobos
finish.
are relatively young. I mean, I know Duncan is leaving. Lamar Jordan, obviously a redshirt freshman. He'll be a redshirt sophomore next year. But this gentleman's leaving. Not a lot of people are leaving the Lobos, though. Bring in some stronger recruits, get healthy. Remember, we didn't have Dakota Cox at the end of the season. We had a lot of injuries. Crusoe Gongbe was injured. We were beat up. We were very competitive in the Mountain West. I was very negative on the Lobos to start the season. And even though we kept losing, I liked the direction that we're in.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there a debate here? What are you
No,
going to
there's
debate?
no debate. I think the expectations now, we have 4 wins this year.
But next year's
They're
the problem,
expecting 7, 8 wins.
Bowl
game.
Bowl game.
And if that doesn't happen, then we might have a problem.
Is it bowl or bust now?
Bowl or bust.
Fourth
Yes.
year for Davey. He said it was going to be a
Yes.
5-year project.
Bowl or bust.
Bowl or bust.
You have a young team that's everyone's pretty much coming back. Your defense stepped up. Your running game, number 3 in the nation. We're expecting a bowl game out of this team.
You heard it here. We said bowl or bust. Come on back. More 3 and Out to cover. You're watching uSports Central. Bowl or bust.
Bowl or bust.